The situation now is Alfie's still here, breathing unaided. He's on no ventilation, he's happy, he's comfortable, he's fighting, and we are waiting for the doctors to allow us to go home if they are not allowing us to leave the country. We sit at Alfie's side waiting for the meetings with the doctors to liaise and accomplish Alfie's home. We need a care plan and we need to liaise with Alder to be able to get to that, and we hope that today Alder start getting us to that point. If not, I think Alder are going to fight really hard to allow Alfie to just remain where he is, and I think they will want him to deteriorate. Up to now he's not deteriorating, so we continue to fight.
Is your son taking on liquids or food of any sort? What is sustaining him, Mr. Evans?
This was the worrying thing for me. On the palliative care plan, the doctors say that it's just a litre of oxygen, so that's all he received. But then I argued with them through the night on the first night of him extubation and told him you cannot starve him from water and food. And it was 6 to 7 hours later they put him on the water and the oxygen. And then yesterday it was when I finally got them to give him a bit of feed. But in the palliative care plan, they said to me yesterday it should be 1 litre of oxygen, water, the current anti-epileptic drugs and his feed. Now they left him like nearly a day without all that until yesterday, so if that was the palliative care plan, then that should have been in place straight away as soon as Alfie was extubated. They chose to leave him a day without food. 24 hours he went without food. They chose to do that, and then tried to cover themselves up and said it was in the palliative care plan. So they are treating us wrong, not the nurses or the sisters, it's the doctors. It was an aggressive approach towards his extubation, and I'll never forget that day, but I'll also never forget that Alfie provided the truth and that he's here fighting.
Mr. Evans, not the nurses and the sisters as you mentioned, but how do you view the senior clinicians, the doctors, the people who are making the decisions?
They hate us. They don't like us. We're not like them. We don't know why.
That's a very strong word, Mr. Evans. Why do you sense that they hate you?
Because I've fought against them for so long, and I'm right. It's a misdiagnosis. It's a misdiagnosis, not a miracle. It's a misdiagnosis. They have chose to leave Alfie like that for months upon months. We've done our best to work with them. They've acted so aggressively towards us. They've fought so hard towards us. We walk around the corridors and they pop into other cubicles, they avoid us, they give us some horrible smug look as if we're in the wrong. It's like we're criminals. I feel like I'm in a maximum security and I'm just getting looked down on.
Is it your belief that if you were able to get your son to this hospital in Rome, he would be made better, or they would just be able to sustain his condition?
I believe if we get to Italy, we can find a way to wake him up. Yes. Alfie's lying in a bed just with oxygen now. He's breathing for himself. He doesn't need a ventilator. He may need a tracheotomy, which I've pushed for a long time, and I still will push for it. But I don't think Alder are giving him that now. But I really think they should give him the grace and the benefit and give him a trachea and send him home on an end-of-life care plan with non-escalation of treatment. There's thousands of children at home on these type of plans, and I don't see why not Alfie should be on these.
And would you be satisfied with just having him at home, or would you then, once you had him, would you then seek to use an air ambulance to get him to Italy?
I wouldn't take advantage of having Alfie home. I would have Alfie home, and I would sustain his life at home with a private doctors, private team and medical. Yes. We would do everything we can to keep Alfie home, comfortable and happy.
Why do you suppose that the whole nation, indeed much of the world, has watched you at these successive court hearings, and I have to be candid with you, you've lost all of them. Why do you suppose all the rulings have gone against you?
I ask myself that every day. I mean, Michael Mylonas has just lied yesterday in court. Why is he lying? Why would you lie when there's a child in the middle of all this? So Alder must, and I mean must, have something to hide, because if this was a general case, they would have let him go home by now. Yes. They are fighting so hard. They are putting everything in their court cases to fight against me, even lies. They are even lying under oath. I don't know how. I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. And
please, I don't mean this question to be offensive, but does your son show any signs of sort of brain activity, Mr. Evans?
At the moment, he's just breathing away, asleep. I am going to ask for an EEG today, but I don't think Alder are giving it. They should have requested after the first 24 hours of Alfie breathing an X-ray, an EEG and an MRI to see if there's any further deterioration, and they haven't, because I feel like they know there's no deterioration, so they don't want to do any tests because it might come up good.
And how is Kate, the boy's mum?
She's doing... I've got to say I'm absolutely shocked by Kate. I thought she'd be really broken, and she'd be absolutely hysterical, but in fact she was broken, but she was very calm, and she dealt with the matter. Even on the exhibition, she dealt with it so well, and I am so lucky I've got a partner like her, and I wouldn't wish for Alfie to have another mum, and Alfie's so blessed to have her. Alfie's fought through the night, the last 2 nights, because he's been lying on her chest non-stop, and him and his mum have become closer now more than ever before, and I cannot explain how blessed I am to have Alfie and Kate in my life, and that's what keeps me fighting.